Greetings and salutations. A couple of you noticed on that little pit stop on the way back from Texas that there was a dog in the video, and if you've been with me for a year or so, you'll know that we had two dogs, and a couple of you asked about an update on the one that had some health issues. If you want to know what I'm talking about and you're new to the channel, I'll put a information card up here and a link down in the description, and maybe in the end card I'll put a link to the original video that I made about our two Doberman rescue dogs that we adopted about a year ago. Anyway, we had adopted a couple of Dobermans from a Doberman rescue in Southern California, and one of them had epilepsy. We didn't know that until we got her home, but one of them had epilepsy, and her name was Mika. She was the rust-colored one, the bigger of the two. Man, she was big, and she put on about, I don't know, probably almost 20 pounds in the short period of time that she was here. We fed her good, but she really couldn't do much. I mean, anything that stressed her out would send her into an epileptic fit. Well, after about 6 months of changes with her medication and adding new medications, we finally got her seizures under control, and she went a total of, I believe, 80 days, almost to the hour, without any seizures, and then they started back up. And her seizures would come in like in groups of 3. She'd have a seizure, and then like almost 6 hours later she'd have another one, and then she would have another one 6 hours after that, and then it'd go away for a week or two. And we just kept chasing that sweet spot in her medication where she wouldn't go into seizures. Well, towards the end there, she started having seizures on a pretty regular basis again, and as it typically would happen, she had her final seizure on a Sunday in the afternoon, and we don't have any emergency medical available out here in the Pahrump Valley. It's at least an hour and a half drive into Vegas to get any kind of emergency medical help. And she started having seizures, and they just were one after another, and finally she just started seizing and didn't quit. And her final journey into Las Vegas, she was in and out of consciousness, and by the time we got into North Las Vegas to the veterinary clinic there, she was pretty much done, and we had to have her put down. And it was kind of something that we tried to prepare for, because we knew that any one of those seizures could be her last. We weren't ready, and it didn't affect me as much as it affected my wife and my children. They really don't understand what's going on, and I didn't try to shelter them from it. And my kids still ask about it, and we're upfront and brutally honest about the situation, and that's just the way things are. And I take comfort knowing that we did the best we could to provide her with a safe and happy environment while she was in our care. And when her final moments came, she had the entire family around her. So I appreciate those of you that asked about her. I've been meaning to make a video about what happened. She passed away. What was it? September 10th. September 10th was the day we had to take her into Las Vegas. It was a Sunday afternoon, and about 10 months is how long she was with us. The other dog, the other Doberman, they're both females. The other one's a kind of a petite fawn. Her coloration comes from the Weimaraner influence in the Doberman breed, and she's kind of a timid dog. And actually, her namesake was a fawn that I had 20 odd years ago. Yeah, about 20 years ago. And they have such similar dispositions that's Shadow. So we named her Shadow, and she's just a super dog. Just really good with the kids, and really subdued, not aggressive at all. In fact, when when I go up to pet her, she just falls over on the ground and exposes her little pink underbelly. But unfortunately, those are kind of the risk you take when you take in a shelter animal. I mean, we got thousands of dollars wrapped up into that dog. Holy cow! And you know, what do you do? I mean, at some point you got to say, is keeping her around the right thing to do? And I always said that as long as her quality of life was good, we'd do whatever we could to keep her around, and we did that right up until the end. And appreciate you asking about her. And well, that's what happened to the dog. We had to have her put down. So sorry to be a bummer, but those are the breaks sometimes, and you just roll with the punches and move on. So thanks for watching, and as always, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, have a splendid day. We'll see you in the next video.